Finally, a quick review of the Recoil RED600.1. It's like a protective film. Just remember to take that off for your final. Otherwise, you're going to be like my mom, who leaves it on there to protect it while the VCR is blinking 12 o'clock for 10 years. So, but this I think is actually probably from the. I would love to see the guts. I was not able to see the guts. It's the new S series from Alpine, which is also 1 ohm stable. This is rated at 600 watts. It's fused for 60 amps. It's got the terminals that are horizontal, which is nice to get the wire in and out. And then it's got the I call them pushback because they're angled, the set screws to push the wire back in towards the socket. So, but as far as the other side goes, pretty simple. I'm glad they put. Is this one? No, this one doesn't have it. Some of them have a parametric. This one doesn't. Gain, subsonic off, bass boost, only up to 9 dB, which is fine. Most people don't need more than that. I would only go about halfway for a ported box and then all the way for a sealed box. It does not have a clipping indicator, but it does have a low pass filter. Typical is about 125. Pretty simple, basic layout. And then as far as the board goes, there's the board. It looks like 7 devices. I think this is I'm not sure this is a rectifier, but this is a PEPI, which is a thermistor. And then it looks like 7 devices in parallel on the output, which go to here. And then 2, 4, 6, 8. Probably 6 of those are for power supply, and then 2 are for rectifying. I think that's about it. 4 gauge input. Looks like 8 gauge output. But again, I think this is a sister amp from the same maker as, let me look at the rev. Sometimes that can give an indicator. Sometimes they don't give a shit. But I have not seen the amp guts for the Alpine S series. I think it's the A60, Alpha 60. But there's a lot of reviews on it, but no amp guts peaks. So if someone has one, please upload it. That would be great for reference. The new S series from Alpine is 1 ohm stable, which is breaking tradition from typical Alpine amps. But it also looks like it was, done outside house. So they probably just farmed it out for it's a basic series from Alpine. So, but again, it looks like the same amp. Look at the controls, look at the ends. Sometimes they just change the little things. But this is a really good amp. I'm sure it does probably 720, which is pretty typical at 1 ohm at 14.4. So, but I don't have the setup for doing a dyno, and I don't give a shit about dyno because, like I've told you guys before, the difference between power ratings at 2 ohm versus 1 ohm after you account for the gain difference is close to 0. And even if it is 50 or even 100 watts difference, it's not sonically worth the effort to try to get it to 1 ohm so you get that extra 100 watts or whatever it is. So this thing, the way that Class D works is with this output inductor right here. This is a choke. This is just a regular inductor that you see on an old crossover or something like that. And it's meant to choke out the high frequencies, the switching frequencies that you see in a Class D. So, but anyways, the way that a Class D overloads, it overloads the same at either 2 ohm, 1.5, 1, and even close to 3/4 of an ohm. It's a band of frequencies, or not a band of frequencies, a band of impedance or resistance that it sees. And remember that it's dynamic and there's a bunch of other stuff. So a lot of that stuff is not important. A lot of people make it important when it's not. But I think this video has gone on too long, so I'm going to go ahead and end it and do a quick review of the big brother of this, or big sister to this, which is the 1200, which is only $40 more. So this one is only $110 shipped. That's amazing. So, and you can get it from either me, which I'll give you like either discounts or freebie stuff that Recoil will not. And I think they already shipped some of them to Amazon, so you should be able to find them on Amazon. Now, if you do find them cheaper than that, don't get butthurt, because that's for a limited number. See, so they only do like 10 at that price, and that's so that they get positive reviews, so that then everybody is like, well, it's got positive reviews, and then you're like, well, yeah, because it's a good amp. So again, remember, this is Larry F, this is Larry V, and they bought and sold Serwin Vega Mobile, Diamond Audio, You know, and then Larry F has his whole pedigree of great companies that he's been a part of. So, and by the way, that's a little DD4 channel I got, but it's I might do a review on it just to show you the amp cuts. But anyways, that's it for that. I love you. Bye.